Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games. Today I'm playing Monster Train. This time on Monster Train, to celebrate having gone through all expert challenges once, and getting a divine victory on Covenant rank 25 with every clan, I'm going to be playing Achievement Hunt this time. There is an achievement that I haven't gotten that I know very much how to get, so I'm going to do it by going through a custom run. The achievement that we're going for is Talos, which means we have to defeat Talos before she starts her relentless phase. That should be relatively easy. All we have to do is pick a good combination, play on an easy Covenant rank, and get to Talos and defeat her quickly. So, I think that the best one to do this is probably the Stygian Guard, because spells can do a lot of damage real fast. So I'm going to pick Stygian Guard as my primary clan, I believe. If we do the primary Stygian Guard champion, I think Tethys Titan's Bane has some good things that could make spells really work to deal lots of damage to Talos. For the allied clan, I haven't really figured out what we're doing. I think that perhaps the answer is the Wurmkin, because the Wurmkin can add Reap to Talos, which means that we could potentially get some free damage in on Talos pretty early on in the battle. So let's do Stygian Guard Wurmkin. And I do want to do primary to get the Reap, primary really to get the champion, because even though Frostbite would be a good way to do things, I think using Soulguard the Martyr might be harder than using Tethys Titan's Bane to get an early victory in a battle. And of course we're going to turn on some mutators to make it even easier. So let me go through the list of mutators and figure out what I want. So this is what I've come up with. There's lots of possibilities here, but I think this will do very well to do things fast. So we get upgraded drafts, so cards and reward packs get a random upgrade. That means that we get stronger faster. Yeetpocalypse makes it so that I have to purge a card after every battle, which actually gets me stronger faster. And Cheap Trick, spells cost -1. I will be playing on Covenant rank 1, so that we start with random cards in our starting deck, and we have the ability to get extra things at the cost of pack shards. So let's go. Let's see if this works. And we're going to restart if we end up without having Talos. Alright, we are not fighting Talos this time, so we have to restart. We did not get Talos the Architect yet again, so we have to abandon the run. We did not get Talos the Architect again, so we have to abandon the run. We did not get Talos the Architect again, so I still have to abandon the run. We did not get Talos the Architect again, so I have to abandon the run. We got Talos the Architect this time. I went through a lot of times where I did not get Talos the Architect. Also, starting with Mollusk Mages and Ice Storm is kind of nice. The Shelter is really probably not necessary, but maybe we'll get rid of them over time. Alright, so spells are better than they normally are. Drawing cards is better than it normally is. I think that we do want to do the champion upgrade first. So probably Conduit is not necessary because I already have Cheap Trick. So perhaps Handheld Totem is good. It does apply spell weakness to the boss, if the boss is on the floor that Tethys Titan's Bane is. And let's spend on the Divine Horde. Maybe Dun Echo is best here. Certainly these two are probably not going to matter as soon as we're going to fight Talos the Architect. So Dun Echo. And I don't really like these choices either. We could do Rationing Scales to get some early money, or we could do Base Charge because it does something. Let's do Base Charge. It does something. One of the possibilities here is that we get Perfect Insanity, and if we get Perfect Insanity pretty early, then we could defeat Talos with Perfect Insanity. Alright, this one we definitely want to turn on Mark of Invasion. We want to get as much money as we can. And our health doesn't matter too much, not to mention I'm not sure that it will give us a problem, really. So, let's put Tethys Titan's Bane at the top, with a Train Steward in front. I like that. I want to let the Train Steward die. So we're going to do the Train Steward in front, Tethys Titan's Bane in back, and I think we're going to kill one of those and two of these. I like that. I don't like that you have multi-strike and extra attack. That does bother me, but at least we have sweep with our champion. Although we have to, you know, survive that. We could do 2 Mollusk Mages in the center and then Ice Storm. I like it. Let's do it. Mollusk Mage, Ice Storm. Then we can put a Train Steward in front so that you guys don't get hurt. Train Steward in front at the top. We lost Tethys Titan's Bane. Whoops. Oh well. Probably won't matter. But whoops, we lost Tethys Titan's Bane because I didn't play a Train Steward up front on the top when I should have. Let's do a Fracture on you. Let's do Fracture on you again. And then Shelter. And I guess I'll put this Train Steward at the bottom. There was no reason we had to take that 2 damage. I took it because I made mistakes. So Ice Storm easily kills you. It'd be nice if we had it next turn, but it easily kills you early. And then we can Fracture you, Frozen Lance you, and Shelter our Train Steward? Probably better to Shelter the next 4. Shelter the next 4. Alright, and we already are winning, so let's just quick end turn. We actually did get the Ice Storm again, where we had the double Mollusk Mages. Alright, first one down. We really need a spell that does a whole lot of damage. Oh, that's the Mandatory Purge. So, a spell that does lots of damage, like Titan's Gratitude, already with a Power Stone in it, and it's infused. That seems really nice. Frostbite 8 is not bad either, honestly, but I think the Titan's Gratitude is going to be what we want. And then, what do we do here? The Hosting Kin is probably what we want. It's another good thing to do early stuff. Sure, Hosting Kin. Let's remove a card from the deck. I think we remove a Shelter, although removing Train Stewards is also good. Let's remove Train Stewards. Alright. Do we want a Stygian or a Wurmkin banner? We've got the 2 Mollusk Mages, so we could go Merchant of Steel. We probably want to get something from the Divine Temple for our spells for the most part. Yeah, let's go to the right. And then get the Wurmkin unit first. I do like First of Kin. It has a Frenzy Stone in it already. I like Kinhost Carapace, but it's not great for dealing lots of damage early, so First of Kin. First of Kin is what we want. And then let's look at the Divine Temple. Purge Stone and Value Stone. I mean, doesn't really do much for us. We could Engage Pact to make our Mollusk Mage a Super Mollusk Mage, which is perfectly viable. We could put another Frenzy Stone on the First of Kin. What if we got all of these? So Frenzy Stone on First of Kin. So First of Kin does a lot of damage real fast. Let's put a Strength Stone and a Rune Stone on a Mollusk Mage, and then make that a Super Mollusk Mage. So sacrifice this one, put it on the other one. Now we've got a Super Mollusk Mage. Basically, we want the Super Mollusk Mage to cause our one spell, our Titan's Gratitude, to do a ridiculous amount of damage wherever Talos the Architect is. That's the plan. And we can also remove a Train Steward, which I like as well. Okay. I think that was very good. Battle 2. We don't have much time to increase our ability to kill Talos, so we've got to do all that we can. Let's get a unit draft. That can only help us, right? The armor 10 is going to be really annoying in this battle, to be fair. But I don't know if it's really going to stop us. So we could do the First of Kin and Tethys Titan's Bane at the bottom. I like that. First of Kin in front, Tethys Titan's Bane. And then we want to defeat as many as we can so that we don't take a lot of damage on the First of Kin. Mostly we want to kill that one, which we do with Titan's Gratitude. I guess we fracture you, because that will kill you. And then we just Titan's Gratitude. We could do Frozen Lance first, just to get another Echo, but otherwise it does nothing. Okay. Alright, so probably we want the Mollusk Mage at the top. Yeah, Mollusk Mage at the top with the Train Steward in front of it. And then we're going to do the Ice Storm down here, probably. Because it's not like we can play it at the top this turn. Doesn't really do much. But it got rid of your spell shield. And then Frozen Lance and Shelter to apply armor. Okay, Brief Respite. We could do a Shelter. We could do a Train Steward at the top to give you even more meat shield, I guess. And then Frozen Lance and Shelter. Alright. Let's defeat this boss. We are already defeating the boss. How about that? Alright. Frozen Lance, Ice Storm, Fracture, Titan's Gratitude. There we go. Very much defeating the boss. Great. Nice, easy battle. Let's see what we get. We could get another Mollusk Mage with Endless. On the other hand, those spells are pretty nice. I'm thinking about getting the Crypt Builder even though it has Consume. Let's get the Crypt Builder, even though it has Consume. It just does a whole lot of damage. We could get another Hosting Kin. Or we could get Echo Snare because we could apply Reap to Talos, and that would be good for us. I kind of want the Hosting Kin, just so that we take out the trash before it gets there. I kind of like Kinhost Vessel, but I don't know how much it's really valuable. Maybe we take the Bog Chrysalis, because it has the Large Stone in it, and the Large Stone is wonderful. I like my large stones. Let's do it. And then I want to remove another Train Steward, because those are becoming quite bad. And there's Talos, so whatever we do, we've got to do it now. A Merchant of Steel doesn't help us very much. It does help us, but it doesn't help very much. I think that duplicating one of the spells that we have is probably good. Duplicating Titan's Gratitude, or duplicating the Super Mollusk Mage, actually. Duplicating the Super Mollusk Mage might be the right choice. Let's go to the right. So, I think what we do first is the Concealed Caverns. I pass a Train Graveyard. I don't know that any of these matter for what we're trying to do here. We could get a Heartstone I kind of like getting the Heartstone and putting it on the First of Kin. But we're not healing, which means instead of putting 25 on one unit, we could put 10 on all of our units. And that seems pretty nice because the Mollusk Mages and Tethys Titan's Bane are really weak. Yeah, let's get the large shard. Everybody gets 10 more. And then Divine Horde. I mean, Notice Stone isn't too bad. Wait a minute. Notice Stone is strictly worse than the other one there, right? We do have a couple consume cards. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 consume cards. 5 consume cards means that we'll get plus 5 magic power eventually. That is kind of better than Tempered Talisman and kind of worse. But I'm going to do the Notice Stone. And then I don't know if we duplicate the Mollusk Mage or we duplicate the spell, the Titan's Gratitude. I'm kind of thinking Titan's Gratitude. Yeah, let's duplicate Titan's Gratitude. It also doesn't give us even more pack shards. We're already at threat level extreme, which does mean that Talos has more health. Alright, here's the one. Enemy units enter with armor 5, Talos attacks every turn and pushes attacked units back. Protective Sin is quite bad for us. Okay, Talos started at the top. I think that we should probably hit Talos this turn, or ignore Talos and try to defeat things at the bottom. I think we try to defeat things at the bottom. So let's see here. We can fit First of Kin, and actually the Bog Chrysalis down here. Oh, but we don't have the Ember for that. We could do Tethys Titan's Bane down here. It'd be nice to hit Talos this turn. I think we could do that. I mean, we can do that with Hosting Kin. It's just I was thinking about doing Hosting Kin on the Trusted Priest. Let's do Tethys Titan's Bane here and consider. Do we do Hosting Kin on the Trusted Priest so that it doesn't go up and block our ability to hit Talos? Or do we hit Talos for 23? I think we hit the Trusted Priest. Oh, Spell Shield. Should have hit Talos. Okay. So we have an Ice Storm that we could play in the center. Most likely it kills the Trusted Priest. Let's do that. So Ice Storm in the center. And then we can do both of these spells in the center and do 2 Fractures. 2 Fractures. The Crypt Builder we could even play with Titan's Gratitude, but we don't need to. We actually get Titan's Gratitude to deal more damage if we play Crypt Builder first, because of the Notice Stone. So, Talos the Architect, we've got 4 waves remaining. We're down to 217. You're at the bottom, though. Don't like that you're at the bottom, and I don't like that we haven't drawn our Mollusk Mage yet. But next turn we could play the Mollusk Mage and play Titan's Gratitude wherever Talos the Architect is. So I think we've basically got a win here for what we're trying to do. Train Steward, you could go in the center. Okay, there's my Super Mollusk Mage. Let's play the Super Mollusk Mage at the top. You have Spell Weakness 1, which means Titan's Gratitude destroys you. And we got the Talos achievement. Wonderful. Success. I'm still going to play out the rest of this run, but that's what we were going for, was defeating Talos before the Relentless phase. It was actually very easy if I just play on a lower Covenant rank and focus on it. Alright, so what are we doing for the rest of this run? Now that we've done that, let's figure out what we're doing. I mean, we could take Symphony of the Soul. I have never mastered it. Infused Extract 5. Holdover. Holdover is kind of weird on an Extract 5. Double buffs and armor on a unit. We'll take it, you know? I kind of like the Titan Sentry, although the Strength Stone is not the best in it. Let's take the Titan Sentry. And then, with the minus cost to spells, we really want to do Herzl's Compound. Alright, Mandatory Purge. Let's purge our Train Steward. We need to make very different decisions now, because now we're thinking about the rest of the run, not just Talos the Architect. I don't know if I want a Stygian unit, but I could definitely go for one. Removing 2 cards is interesting when we have a mandatory remove. But there's an artifact over here which is quite nice. And just money. Kind of want the free artifact more than I want a Stygian unit, probably. Hard to say. I think we should probably take the unit. Simply because then we could sacrifice the units to make one of our other units better. Okay, let's go over here and take the unit. Merchant of Magic has a Keepstone. I really like seeing Keepstone. That could be amazing with our deck. The Stygian Banner gives us... I mean, there's Icy Silliphite with a Battlestone. Or we could get a Titan Sentry and sacrifice it, which is kind of nice too. Let's get the Titan Sentry with the intent on sacrificing it. We've got 2 Titan Sentries, right? We'll probably sacrifice the one with the Strength Stone, because the Immortal Stone is better for Titan Sentry. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, great. We could even sacrifice one to the other, which I kind of like. What cards do we remove? Remember that we also have mandatory removes, which I think is fine. We could just take extra things. I remove a Shelter. I remove a Fracture. Should probably remove more Fractures too. Merchant of Magic. Let's do a Surge Stone that makes Notice Stone better. So Surge Stone on a Frozen Lance. What do we do Keepstone on? We're definitely doing Keepstone. But what do we put it on? It would be great on Ice Storm if we had more ways to make Ice Storm better. We could put it on one of the Titan's Gratitudes, so that we always have a Titan's Gratitude to play. Let's do that. And I don't really care about the Emberstone because our spells don't really cost anything anyway. Oh, I forgot about the Champion upgrade. So, Handheld Totem 2, apply Spell Weakness 2. It's better than Conduit, so Handheld Totem 2. Also gets 1 extra health, which is maybe important. Okay. Seal of Aggression, non-boss enemies get multi-strike. It's kind of bad, but I want the random artifact. I think we'll be fine. It actually makes my Titan Sentry much, much better. Because the Titan Sentry, when they have multi-strike, you put out more Frostbite on them. I'm kind of thinking that we put the Bog Chrysalis and Tethys Titan's Bane at the bottom? Let's do that. So the Bog Chrysalis and Tethys Titan's Bane. I guess the Tethys Titan's Bane goes in the back. And then Surge Stone, Frozen Lance, increase our spell power. And then Fracture and Titan's Gratitude. Great. You're already hatching. How about that? We've got a Collector at the top, which we do want to get rid of. We could actually defeat it with the Titan Sentry. Fine, we'll play a Titan Sentry at the top. And then we can play all of these cards. Really, all of these cards easily, for that matter. Let's defeat you. Let's do... I mean, I guess we do Crypt Builder. And then... Oh, we should have done Fracture first, so we could do a higher Shelter. It's interesting how much easier Covenant Rank 1 is from Covenant Rank 25. But it is much easier. Okay, so Hosting Kin here. Ice Storm. Actually, we might want to do Titan's Gratitude first, because we might get to play the other Titan's Gratitude, which would be better. Okay, double buffs and armor on a unit. We don't have any buffs on a unit. Interesting. So we probably won't play that. We do want to play our Mollusk Mage in the center. And then I guess we play a Titan's Gratitude first, with Holdover. And then another Titan's Gratitude. Great. Let's play this one with Holdover so we get to do it again. Okay. We can deal a lot of damage. Let's do the Ice Storm first. Nice. Frozen Lance, Fracture, Titan's Gratitude, and we win. Alright, what's our free artifact? It is Hell's Banners. A little bit strange for the deck that we have, but I will take it. Oh, Frenzied Swarm with a double stack? I will happily take that. I'll even take it over an Ice Storm with a Power Stone in it. Frenzied Swarm, let's go. And then... we could take nothing, but because we are forced to get rid of things, I kind of want to take things that we could potentially get rid of. We could get rid of our Fractures, though. We've got 2 Fractures... and at least 1 Frozen Lance that I wouldn't mind getting rid of. Yeah, let's take something so that we could potentially get rid of it. Alright, Mandatory Purge. Let's purge a Fracture. Where's the Fracture? There it is. Okay. Don't really want to go to the right, so let's go to the left. Peek in the Divine Temple, see a Value Stone, which is going to be usually pointless, but we could put it on Crypt Builder. The Seek Stone makes a lot of sense on the Soul Siphon, if we just want to keep the Soul Siphon in the deck. Sure. Let's do that. And then let's engage Pact. And I mostly do not want this Titan Sentry. Let's put it on this other Titan Sentry. Okay, 90 Pact Shards. No problem. Eternal Stone. Could put it on the Crypt Builder, but I don't really want it on the Crypt Builder. Not really. Having a Surge Stone and an Eternal Stone is very strange. We could take a Power Stone and add it to Ice Storm. let's definitely do that. And then Emberstone, don't really want. So let's go to the Concealed Caverns. What do you have for me? Ooh, we could make one of our units gigantic or small. I mean, making the First of Kin a tiny unit is pretty nice. It is pretty nice. The Major Refraction I tend to like a lot. We could put a Major Refraction on my Titan Sentry that has an Immortal Stone. Seems kind of pointless. Let's put the Minor Refraction on the First of Kin. So it takes up no space, basically. Neat. And then move on. Alright, Aggressive Amulet, we'll take it. Not really worried about Aggressive Amulet. So, I see danger at the bottom, but we do have a Titan Sentry that can take it and just come right back. So let's play the Soul Siphon. Let's play the Titan Sentry. I can't play the Crypt Builder. Actually, I can because I can play it with Titan's Gratitude. How about that? Let's play the Bog Chrysalis down here. It's kind of strange when we're doing this particular setup, but yeah, sure. Down here. And Tethys Titan's Bane is going to go down here too. We'll worry about the next floor next turn. Oh, I forgot about the Hell's Banners, because it really does not matter for our deck. Oh, I just realized the problem with what I've done. I can't put the Titan Sentry back at the bottom if it dies, because the Bogflies take up space. Alright, how about that? First of Kin, you're going to go in the center. And then, I mean, really, we just play these cards, right? We could move you back. I like that. Move you back. Then we can Titan's Gratitude you whenever we feel like it. Let's Fracture you, Titan's Gratitude. And that's fine. Okay, so we want spells this turn, or just Frenzied Swarm. Frenzied Swarm works as well. The Mollusk Mage goes here. You kill a unit. I want to play you. Let's play you. Got rid of my Frenzied Swarm. That does mean we can do Shelter, Titan's Gratitude. And then Frozen Lance. And then Titan's Gratitude. Sure. And then a Frozen or an Ice Storm hits pretty hard these days. How about that? I don't know if I want to consume my spells or not. I guess I'll consume the Frozen Lance. I wish I could see how much magic power I have. Yeah, I don't know how much magic power I have, but we have a fair amount. I don't see anything that we would play except this Titan's Gratitude that has holdover. Okay, we're not currently winning at the bottom, but that will change pretty quickly, honestly. So, Fracture on the boss, Ice Storm, Titan's Gratitude, and we're winning. We could even double the armor on this unit if we wanted to, but we don't have to. Alright. Well, going very well so far. Should I take the Cuddle Hex? Simply because I could master it? Yes. We will take cards in order to master them. Why not? And then I think we take a card and then maybe purge the card we just took. Let's purge that card. I don't know if I'm going to win this entire thing. We might, and we might not. It really just depends on whether I build a decent deck or not. Because even though it's Covenant rank 1, that doesn't mean that everything's going to be easy. It's just going to be easier. Ooh, Extreme Stone. I mean, I kind of want that on Crypt Builder. Or the Ice Storm. Let's put it on the Ice Storm. Don't need another Seek Stone. Don't need another Engage Pact. Frenzy Stone, we like those. I like it on Bog Chrysalis. Kind of a lot. Let's do that. And then we could put a Battle Stone on the Titan Sentry, just to give it a little bit more health. And a little bit of attack, which means that if he hits something with spikes, then the revenge effect happens. I like it. I don't want the Strength Stone. Let's reroll. Large Stone for the Cuddle Hex. Sure. And then our slots are full on all of our units. Alright. Concealed Caverns, what do you have for me? Okay, so I don't know. So there's 3 achievements, now 2 achievements that I don't have in this game. One of the achievements is pickpocketing a chest. And I don't know how to do that. I was wondering if you just like click on these chests, because I think it's this event where you can pickpocket a chest. My best guess, because I haven't looked it up, my best guess is that you need an artifact, like a specific artifact, in order to be able to pickpocket the chests. And my guess for that artifact is the votive key, because it's a key. So maybe if you have the votive key and you enter this event, then you get to pickpocket the chest and not lose the 25 fire health. So that's what I'm thinking. Don't know how to achieve that particular achievement yet. We'll find out sometime, I guess. But we don't do it today. That does remind me, the 3rd achievement that I don't have yet is Bother the Shopkeeper. Which you probably just click on the shopkeeper, right? Hello, shopkeeper. Are you bothered? I did. Buy something, won't you? I got the achievement. Wonderful. Alright, we've got 2 achievements out of the 3, and I gave you my guess for the 3rd one that I don't have. So one last achievement to get in this game. Don't really know when I'm going to get it. Sin of Darkness with Archus Darkness Incarnate. Let's go. Looming Dark Shards are a bit annoying, as they typically are. Well, this seems like a pretty strong first turn. I forgot to play the Soul Siphon. Let's play it here, actually. And then I want to play my Mollusk Mage somewhere that's not the bottom. I want to play Tethys Titan's Bane on the bottom. We should play the First of Kin in the center. Let's put the Mollusk Mage there. The Super Mollusk Mage. Okay. Good start. We might be able to defeat this boss early too. We've already got the achievement for that, but very possible we'll be able to do that. Do I play the Cuddle Hex down here instead of the Bog Chrysalis? Put the Bog Chrysalis in the center? I think that's the right answer. Bog Chrysalis in the center, Cuddle Hex at the bottom. And then we probably want to play Ice Storm first. Actually, the hosting kin right here is probably best first. And then Ice Storm. We got rid of your spell shield. That is an important step. Is the Frozen Lance worthwhile? It doesn't deal as much damage as it adds armor, so we don't. And then I guess we're going to do the shelter up here, because we just have more echoes there. Sure. Now, if Archus goes to the center, then we probably hit Archus pretty hard with stuff. We have a Crypt Builder that we can hit Archus pretty hard with. Ooh, you have a spell shield? I thought we got rid of your spell shield. Well, we can get rid of this one too. Because the hosting kin gets rid of spell shield. And this Frozen Lance gets rid of spell shield. Okay. Let's hit Archus really hard this turn. I don't think we really need to do something else. So, Frozen Lance, hosting kin, and then Titan's Gratitude plus Crypt Builder. Bam, bam. Great. Archus goes to the top. We don't want to play spells in the center. Okay. We could just focus on Archus, but I don't know if I want to do that. We do 105 damage each time we play a Titan's Gratitude, and even more than that for an Ice Storm. Okay, let's actually hit Archus really hard up here. Sure. Focus on Archus, apparently. We very intentionally built this deck so that it could take out bosses early, so maybe we just try to take out bosses early. We have an Ice Storm in the center with my Mollusk Mage. Let's start with that. Alright. And then Frozen Lance. Let's play this to hope that it discards either the Fracture or the Symphony of the Soul. That one was the perfect one to discard. Alright. Archus is almost gone. So then, an Ice Storm might do it. The fact that we've got a Looming Dark Shard down here is annoying, but I think one Ice Storm might do it. Yep. Alright. Defeated Archus early as well. There's Wurmkin Spike, which we've never mastered. I think I've never even played with it, actually. Let's take it. And then I think we need another Herzl's Compound. So, Mandatory Purge. What are we purging? Probably one of these Frozen Lances. Because they're pretty bad. I like most of the other things in my deck, though. Or I'm hoping to master them. So, let's get rid of a Frozen Lance. We've got basically 2 more cards that I'm perfectly willing to remove from the deck. And after that, we need to add cards so that they... Actually, we only remove 2 more cards, don't we? Because we've got 2 more battles before the Last Divinity. Okay, great. I mean, the right looks really nice. We're not going to spend money at the Merchant of Magic, which means we're going to have a lot of money for that Merchant of Trinkets. A lot of money. Fine. We'll have a lot of money, I guess. The Divine Temple has a Twin Stone and a True Stone. The True Stone could go on this Titan's Gratitude to make it worthwhile. Twin Stone could go on... nothing? It could go on Shelter. Don't think we want the Twin Stone. But we probably want the True Stone, and I'm thinking the Titan's Gratitude is the place to put it. Okay. Got a little bit of pack shards. Let's do our champion next. So, we've been offered Conduit every time, and I just don't care. So, we're going to do Handheld Totem 3. Even though I also kind of don't care. Sketches of Salvation. It's weird. I think I'd rather do Conscription Notice. Sketches of Salvation is pretty weird for us. We have very specific units that we want to be in the front, like the Titan Sentry, and very specific units that we want to be in the back, like the Mollusk Mage, and our champion. So, let's not take Sketches of Salvation, let's take Conscription Notice. And see what the Concealed Caverns does for us. We get to build a card. Ooh, I like building cards. So according to my notes, we've never picked the shield in this one. Which is crazy to me that we've never picked that, but let's pick it. Let's create an armor effect. And then we want a buff effect, even though it's not affected by the card that says it doubles the buffs that we have. Where is that card? Symphony of the Soul. Double buffs and armor on a unit. But it doesn't double this buff because this just adds attack value. Still, that's what we do. We can't heal because of Petrified Heart, so we take the buff. Shield and buff. I like card draw a lot. I didn't even check who Seraph was. We've got Seraph the Diligent, which consumes our spells. How sad. That's pretty bad for the deck that we built, to have Seraph the Diligent. And then let's duplicate a card. I don't know what card yet, but I do want to duplicate one. We could duplicate the Ice Storm, now that it just does a ton of damage. I like that. Let's do that. Duplicate Ice Storm. And into the next battle. Heaven Seal. I mean, we do enough damage with spells that we could probably turn on Heaven Seal. I want to turn it on. Okay. So, we play the Soul Siphon first. I don't know where we want to play it. Yeah, I don't know where we want to play it. We could put the First of Kin at the bottom, but I'm really only thinking that because he's here, not because I actually want that. So let's play the First of Kin where we normally play the First of Kin. And then play our champion at the bottom. We can always play Frenzied Swarm at the end of this turn, so yes, we will do that. And I think we want Soul Siphon to go here. So First of Kin goes here, we play this Titan's Bane, we get another unit. We get a Guard of the Unnamed, which is fine. Guard of the Unnamed is fine. Let's think about this. We have enough that we can play all of our cards. This Tethys Titan's Bane takes up one space. We're going to play you down there, and then we don't really care too much about space otherwise, so yeah, let's play you down here. Guard of the Unnamed goes down here at the beginning. We're going to daze these two, so I'm not worried about how much damage they do. What I am thinking about is how much we can hit one of them in order to potentially kill one. I don't know if we can kill one. We can probably kill the Winged Conduit, But the Gilded Wing is the one that we want to kill. I just don't see where the other 100 damage that we could deal, that we would need to deal, is coming from after Crypt Builder. So let's do the Crypt Builder now, so that we can do Frozen Lance and Fracture on you. So the front one dies at least. And then you gain all of your health back, because we picked Heaven's Seal, which is the worst one. The Ice Storm does a lot of damage. Does it do enough damage? We've got 2 of them, so we could easily kill you. Especially because you've got Spell Weakness 3. Alright, we could easily kill you. Let's play the Titan Sentry down here. I do want him down here, right? Yes, I do. And even in front, so you're not doing too much until he dies. Which he'll probably die. And then you go here. And then we've got lots of Ember. We're going to play Wurmkin Spike. We might play it on the Collector. Let's play an Ice Storm here. That kills you. Let's play an Ice Storm down here after playing Hostingkin. And I guess Shelter, because Shelter improves our Ice Storm. And then Ice Storm. Alright, and then we can play Wurmkin Spike to defeat the Collector. So we finally drew our Titan's Gratitudes. We want to be very careful when we play our cards, because it would be sad to have one Titan's Gratitude discard the other. Maybe we should play a Titan's Gratitude first. Let's play a Titan's Gratitude first. Alright, it did not discard Titan's Gratitude, which means we could play this Titan's Gratitude this turn. So let's do a Hostingkin here. And then we could play the Mollusk Mage at the bottom, which I kind of like, because that's where we're going to do most of our spells. And the Cuddle Hex goes at the top. And makes Symphony of the Soul. Actually, we're going to discard that, aren't we? Okay. We are going to discard that. Alright, can we kill everything this turn? We can play Wurmkin Spike, so probably. I mean, also all of them are dying except the front one, which we can kill with this. Alright. This Frozen Lance is doing 51 damage. Okay. I think we're doing pretty well in this battle. We really should play this one because it has holdover, but then we don't play anything because we'd be happy for any of these to be frozen. We have a Frozen Ice Storm. We like that. So, let's start with an Ice Storm. Ice Storm. And then probably a Titan's Gratitude next, so that we don't discard it. And then we would like to play the Frenzied Swarm, so we also want to play this Titan's Gratitude before we play too much. Let's play the Ice Storm, though. And then this Titan's Gratitude. Okay. And then we can play... we can't play the Wurmkin Spike. We could play Symphony of the Soul to double your armor, which is pretty nice. And then Frenzied Swarm to daze you for 2, and we're winning. Winning on the first floor again. Well, the boss is getting a lot of attack, but, you know, we still defeat him very easily. An Ice Storm with Permafrost, A Frenzied Swarm with Holdover. I mean, that's better than our current Frenzied Swarm. Our current Frenzied Swarm has a double stack, though. Being able to daze the boss a whole lot of times is really nice, but the more discard effects might not be great. On the other hand, we could take Crystalline Seeds because Notice Stone gets a benefit out of it. Let's do that. And then Soul Cripple. It's not too bad. Soul Crushing Guilt is another way to add Dazed. And it has Holdover. Let's do it. That could daze the boss almost every turn. If we get all of the echoes that we need. So we're getting rid of a Frozen Lance. And next turn we're getting rid of a Fracture, which does remove some more infused cards, which I don't like. We could duplicate again. The Merchant of Steel doesn't do anything for us. No, because we've upgraded everything. Yes. Okay, the Merchant of Steel does nothing. The duplicate might be good. A Merchant of Magic would still be worthwhile. We have a good number of spells that we have not upgraded. So we could do the Merchant of Magic. We don't really care about Remove or the Merchant of Steel, so this way is only Duplicate. Let's go to the right. When did we take that much damage? Oh, we spent health on money. I remember that. So, look at the Merchant of Magic. You've got a Stack Stone, which we could put... You give armor 20. Okay, didn't realize that would happen. We could put on Crystalline Seed to give extra Frostbite. We could put on Soul Crushing Guilt to do Dazed 6. Oh my, I think we want that. Power Stone. Power Stone can only go on Consume cards, but it's still worthwhile. What about the Merchant of Trinkets? Ooh, Wing Clippings? How does that affect Notice Stone? When a card with Consume is played, ho-ho, Wing Clippings might make it so that Notice Stone gets even more magic power during the battle. Also, Echo Seedling does the same thing. We're taking both of those. Alright. Don't think Improved Firebox really helps us, so let's re-roll here. Unless we could just afford everything. I don't think we can afford everything. A Forgotten Name. When you play your third spell of the turn, all cards get +1 magic power for the rest of the battle. I like it. And then I like the other two. Let's see how much money we have after we spend money in the Merchant of Magic. Also, let's look at the Divine Temple. Twin Stone. I like Twin Stone. The question is, what would we put it on? And that's the problem. I mean, Old Magic could get the Twin Stone. I like the Twin Stone on Old Magic. Let's do that. We don't have 150 pack shards. If we get 150 pack shards, I have the possibility to get that Shard of Divinity again. And I kind of want that to happen, so I'm going to get the Seek Stone only for that. And we could do that on Crystalline Seeds. We could do it on Old Magic. Those are the two that I would put it on. Crystalline Seeds or Old Magic. But the Old Magic, we were thinking about putting a different thing on. No, let's put it on Old Magic. Okay, we have 150 pack shards. Now then, the Stack Stone could go on Crystalline Seeds. I do think that it's quite good there, although Soul Crushing Guilt is so much better. Never mind. Now, 465. These cost less than 400. They cost 360. If I did my math correctly, 360. So I have 105 to spend if I want both of those. Okay. So, Power Stone on a Crypt Builder. And then reroll. Okay, I don't want Eternal Stone. Surge Stone we can't put anywhere. Ember Stone we could actually do something with. So, let's buy these two. Hammer Chest Plates and Icicle Fracture. Not that we're going to have many cards in our hand at the end of turns, because there's so many discard effects that we have in our deck. So, Ember Stone. I think we might do that on Frenzied Swarm. Great. Okay. We have fully upgraded. We've gotten our 150 pack shards. Let's go to Seraph the Diligent. Seraph the Diligent might help us in some ways because of Notice Stone and Echo Seedling and Wing Clippings. We'll see. Okay. I am perfectly fine with playing Soul Siphon first. I hope that it does not get kept. I don't want to play it again. So, let's play the Soul Siphon here. We got 2 more Soul Siphons. We get to play them in all 3 of the spaces. Okay. Forgot about that effect. Let's play our Tethys Titan's Bane first, so that we know what random unit we get. We got another Titan Sentry. I don't know what to do with another Titan Sentry. We already have one with Endless, which we are going to play down here. First of Kin we want to put in the center. We want to put the Mollusk Mage there too. And then, where are we putting this Titan Sentry? Do we put it in the center? The other thing that we're going to put in the center is the Bog Chrysalis. So yes, we put this in the center, in front. It will probably die. And then Titan's Gratitude is important to play. We should also play Old Magic twice. Do we play Old Magic twice at the bottom or in the middle? Kind of like it in the middle. On you, on the First of Kin. And then Titan's Gratitude. Okay. Pretty good first turn. We are taking 51 damage, but it's on an Endless unit. We have our Bog Chrysalis, which we're putting in the center. We have our Cuddle Hex, which we normally put at the top. Why don't we put it at the bottom? I think we should put it at the bottom this time. So, Cuddle Hex goes at the bottom. I don't like you taking 17. If you were taking 19, I would just let you die. But you taking 17 is really annoying. Let's play the Crystalline Seeds here. What did we consume? Whatever we consumed got discarded. No? We haven't played a spell yet. Okay. Crystalline Seeds is our first spell. Now, we're going to play Frenzied Swarm, so there's no reason to play Vengeful Shard. We could play Soul Crushing Guilt on Seraph. I like that. Soul Crushing Guilt on Seraph. That did make it so that you're not hatching. Don't like that. So we should probably play Frenzied Swarm and Hosting Kin here so that you hatch. Yeah. Titan's Gratitude will go... Ooh, Titan's Gratitude has to go first, so that we have a good chance to play Frenzied Swarm. Okay, we actually got exactly what we wanted there. Okay, so let's play Hosting Kin on Seraph, and then Frenzied Swarm. So Seraph has Dazed 8. I mean, Seraph might not survive till the Relentless phase, but having Dazed 8 is pretty nice. Don't like this hand. Yeah, don't like this hand at all. Do we want to play a Shelter first so that you would still kill my front unit? How sad. Well, let's play a Fracture. Let's play Soul Crushing Guilt. We want to play that after playing Shelter. So we play Shelter next. Also, what did I consume? I consumed a Fracture. I should really think about that more. I'm fine consuming a Fracture, but I should have thought about that more. And then we play Ice Storm. And then Soul Crushing Guilt to give Seraph even more dazed. And then Titan's Gratitude to deal a whole bunch of damage. Discard one of the Vengeful Shards. Okay, you know, I like that you're dying because then we can play you again with full health. Seraph goes to the top. You know, we're going to have to play something at the top. Titan Sentry goes here. Do we play Symphony of the Soul somewhere? I mean, we could. It could double your armor, which is not terrible, but only if we had enough echoes to... Yeah, okay, so we can only play it at the bottom. Let's play this Frozen Lance here to kill you. Let's play Ice Storm at the bottom, or at the top to do a bunch of damage to Seraph. Let's play it at the bottom. Okay, and then we could Soul Crushing Guilt at the bottom to Dazed You. I like that. And then Titan's Gratitude at the top. And hope to discard Crypt Builder, if not, just play Crypt Builder. Play Crypt Builder. Alright. I wonder if we're going to defeat Seraph early. It doesn't seem like it so far, but there's still a possibility. We want to play this Titan's Gratitude first, probably, so that it doesn't discard this one. I wanted to play that too. Oh well. And then this Titan's Gratitude. We could play that down here so that it does a bunch of damage to you, rather than just doing 5 damage there. Okay, and then I think what we do is we play Vengeful Shard. By the way, what did we consume? I didn't think about it. We consumed our holdover Titan's Gratitude. That was dumb. And then apply Reap 4. Apply Reap 4. We could Dazed 6U, but there's kind of no point. Okay, we've got 2 Ice Storms, which is pretty nice. We've got a Hosting Kin, which we should play first. Hosting Kin first, just to kill one of them. play an Ice Storm. Ice Storm next. Another Ice Storm, a Frozen Lance next, and then another Ice Storm. We can daze the boss even more, which I will happily do. And then Frenzied Swarm to daze the boss even more. Okay. So, can we defeat Seraph this turn? That's a question that we might be able to answer. So if we were to do that, we'd want to kill you. Let's try. So we would want to kill you first. With a hosting kin that consumes itself, that's fine. And then, which one of these does more damage? The Ice Storm does more damage, so we play it first because of the spell weakness. And we kill Seraph early. We defeated all 3 of the major bosses early. How about that? And I'm very happy to remove my Fracture. Let's remove Fracture. And then to the Last Divinity. So my hope for the Last Divinity is to defeat it early in the center, which I believe we might be able to do. Also, we didn't get anything special because of having 150 pack shards this time. Doesn't happen very often. I don't like this start, but we can play Frenzied Swarm at the bottom, so we could play Tethys Titan's Bane at the bottom with no real problem. And we could play Crystalline Seeds. So let's play Tethys Titan's Bane. Actually, we should play Soul Siphon. Let's play Soul Siphon in the center first. Oh man. Should probably not be the first thing that I play. Oh well. Okay. So Tethys Titan's Bane, show me a unit. Steelworker. You know? It's pretty interesting at the bottom. It's also interesting in the center, but I think it's interesting at the bottom. We play... Ooh, the Steelworker is dying. Oh right, we're playing Frenzied Swarm, so it won't die by the end of this turn. Bog Chrysalis we play in the center. You're going to get hit early, but you are going to hatch this turn as well. The Old Magic. We're going to play that. What do we play that on? I think we play it on the Bog Chrysalis because it has the Frenzy Stone in it. Crystalline Seeds, we do play at the bottom because, you know, putting the Frostbite on early is good. And then Frenzied Swarm to Dazed to all of you. Great. You're still taking damage because this one is dying. Alright then. The fact that those hatch the first turn is kind of bad, because we don't have much space in the center now. I forgot about that. The First of Kin can still fit there, because the First of Kin is really tiny. And then the Titan Sentry can go in front at the bottom, with a Mollusk Mage down here as well. Wait a minute. Do I put the Mollusk Mage in the center? Because that's where I want to do lots of spells. Yes. Which means the First of Kin goes at the bottom this time, actually. We want to play you behind Tethys Titan's Bane, because we want the sweep to happen before the 30 times 3, I guess. Okay, let's do some stuff. If we play Ice Storm in the center, we will defeat a whole bunch of stuff. We could play a Frozen Lance first, though, to kill the front one. And then we probably want to play Titan's Gratitude down here. So let's think about where we're playing Hosting Kin. think we play Hosting Kin here too, so that we do the full Ice Storm against the boss. And then, no reason not to Soul Crushing Guilt the boss again. You've got Dazed 1. Let's make that Dazed 7. And then defeat that front one. Okay, you're taking lots of damage, but you've got Heartless. Or well, you do have Heartless, but you have Endless, which is important. So you've got a whole bunch of spell weakness at the bottom because of Tethys Titan's Bane hitting you with spell weakness all the time. I might want to capitalize on that at some point. The Cuddle Hex has to go at the top, which is fine. Taking 9 damage a turn is not very significant. Let's play the... You've got a spell shield, so why are you not dying from the champion? Oh, because these two give armor before that happens. Okay. You know, kind of want to move one of them back, right? There's a lot of options at the bottom. I'm thinking of playing a bunch of spells at the bottom, instead of playing a bunch of spells here. What if we play a bunch of spells at the bottom and try to defeat those two overcharged tanks? We can't defeat them with the Titan's Gratitude, but we can defeat them with a Crypt Builder. So what if we Hosting Kin first? Hosting Kin, Crypt Builder, and then do we Ice Storm? The Ice Storm is probably going to hit the boss for a lot because of the spell weakness 6. I guess we do. Alright. And then Titan's Gratitude to kill you. We should play Shelter first. Shelter, Titan's Gratitude. I don't mind losing the Soul Crushing Guilt. Not when the boss has 6 dazed still. I think that we're winning really fast. I think that's the case. So what do we do? Do we just play a whole bunch of spells in the center? I think we do. Play those Ice Storms. Yeah, play the Ice Storms first. Do a bunch of spells in the center. Play the Titan's Gratitude with Holdover next. Ooh, it discarded the other Titan's Gratitude. How sad. And then we could Soul Crushing Guilt you. Hosting Kin doesn't really do much. Let's just play that on the boss. And then, yeah, let's Soul Crushing Guilt you. And then be done. I don't know if we can win next turn, but there's a distinct possibility that we can. And it's going to be by playing spells at the bottom, probably. Ooh, we don't really have the spells we want to play at the bottom. Let's play Crystalline Seeds first. Hope that it consumes this time. It did not consume. Oh well. Let's do... Soul Siphon? Soul Siphon seems bad. Let's definitely do our Titan's Gratitude. And it does kill you, so let's do it here. And then a Frozen Lance in the center. Pretty nice. Soul Siphon does give me magic power because of Notice Stone. I can't play it at the bottom because Ember Drain on all 3 of those units is bad, but Ember Drain just on you is not terrible. And then maybe we play Wurmkin Spike in the center? Wurmkin Spike in the center. And Frenzied Swarm here. Alright. We didn't win that turn, but we almost certainly win this turn. I think I just have to play my holdover spell at the top to win. Yeah, Titan's Gratitude at the top wins. As well as Crypt Builder. Let's do a Crypt Builder. Bam. And Crypt Builder was preserved as well. Alright, that was a very strong run. We got 2 new achievements, which was the purpose of that run, was doing some achievement hunting. And I think I mastered like 3 or 4 cards. We're going to find out soon. Divinity mastered, for that matter. Oh, you don't get to Divinity Master cards when you add a whole bunch of mutators. That makes sense. Okay, so no Divinity Masters, which is perfectly fine. I understand that I gave myself a whole bunch of benefits, and therefore Divinity Masters would be kind of improper. But anyway, we got 2 achievements there, which was great. I played with cards that I think I'd never played with before, and we had a pretty fun, easy run. Alright, next time we're going back to Covenant Rank 25 with standard runs. Although this was a win, since it was a custom challenge, no new mastered cards. However, I did earn 2 new achievements, leaving only 1 left in the game. I need to figure out how to pickpocket a chest. On the right, I am happy to announce that 2 more enemies have reached my 100 kill threshold, where I stopped counting. Goodbye Apprentice of Light and Conduit Redirector. You have both been checked off my list. Conduit Redirector is the last of the conduits for which I have registered 100 kills. I now have 30, and excluding bosses, I have 7 more that I haven't killed enough of yet. On the left, I simply must feature Mollusk Mage. My Super Mollusk Mage went great with my spells, and certainly caused a lot of damage. This is my very first run playing with Wurmkin Spike. I now only have 1 card that I've never played with in a deck. For artifacts, I am only featuring 1, the Notice Stone, which I started to build and upgrade around because of how helpful it was. It made anything that had Consume or interacted with Consume to be much stronger because of how I liked to buff my spells. Strength Stone is listed here as it becomes the 3rd upgrade stone that I have acquired at least 100 times, as well as the first unit upgrade to reach this height. For more stats, check out my tracking sheet, link in the video description. New episodes every Saturday, and thanks for watching.